And paintbrushes, maybe as long as you have one, you'll be able to do it. But if you have a thick one, flat one, this one's a round paintbrush. See how there's different types. This one's flat. See? So you can use any of the paintbrushes that you got in your kit. If you've lost your paintbrush or if you don't have a paintbrush, don't worry, you can always use your hands. I've already got paint on my hands. So you can always use your fingers. And like I said, a rag, water, and a couple of sheets of paper. White will be the best because you'll be able to see the colors really well. If you don't have white, see if you can get paper that's got like a light surface. Yeah. Ideally not black, something that's light. Yeah. So like every week, the rule is if you have any urgent questions, there should be a little icon with a hand mark. Can you click on that? So our principal, Peter, will be able to see it and let you ask the question that you need. Otherwise, I'll pace the class so that everyone will be able to follow. And I'll stop every now and then and make sure that you're on track and give you time to ask questions too. Yeah? Are you all ready? We'll start with some techniques. And I think I'll give you some little exercises that we can play with. Does that sound all right? Yeah, are you all good? Okay. First piece of paper. And you'll have it in front of you. I'm just going to put mine on here so that you can all see. I might need to push, sorry. I might need to just push this to the back so that you can all see properly. Okay, so paper. Now, first of all, you can all choose one paintbrush that you like. And can you all choose a light color? Like I'm going to start with yellow. So you can grab a little bit of your color. And then the trick is to, if you get too much, so you can dab it on the side so that the paint goes evenly on the paintbrush. You know, when you first scoop it, see how there's a clump of paint on the bottom, but not so much on the top? When I'm painting, well, right now, I'd like the paint to be evenly put on the paintbrush. So I'm just spreading it out here. This is just one way of painting, yeah? And with this paintbrush, just on here, we're just practicing right now. See if you can do some strokes. Probably 4 or 5 strokes. And then next to it, we're going to do some dots. See if you can tap it. See the different kind of marks you can make. And then this on here, and the other thing, we'll do some little brush marks. Bottom, top, bottom, top. Like that. You got 3 different marks. And then once you've got that, let's mix some water. Put some water on our paintbrush, just a little bit. And then go back. And just on some parts, see what happens if you put water, if you add water to some parts of your paint. Does it go light or does it make no difference? Do you see how it changes? Just with water and one color, there's a lot that you can do. Yeah. But I think it can be fun to mix colors, right? So this time, choose another color that you like. This time I'm going to go blue. Go tap, 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 tap. Like that. And then I'm going to go over this, but just like a few sections. So I'm going to go over there. And then you see how the color changes as the paint mixes? It's quite dark. You know, the blue, you can still see it. It sort of goes greenish color. And then let's see what happens with the next one. If you find the paintbrush drying up, see if you can put more paint on it or water. You can decide which one you want.
Sorry, Machiko, we got one question from
Okay.
Mina. Was it Mina? You have a question? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you unmute?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
when we choose the second color, does it have to be dark or light?
Either. It's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
the first one just needed to be light. The second one can be any color. Okay. Now I'm going to go over this one. I'm going to still do the dots. You see the paint color changing bit by bit. So as the paint mixes, changes color. And then I'm going to move on to this one. I'm going to do the same, but just different strokes. Go up, down, down, down. See how depending on the brush stroke, how different it looks. So this is a tapping one. This is the one that I tapped. This one's strokes. This one I did strokes. This one I'm doing little strokes. Yeah. And then you can try the water again. You can put some water on your paintbrush again. And go over it and see what happens again. Anything happen to your paint? Anything happen to your paint, the surface? You can decide how much water you're going to put on it too. If you're using thick paper, you might be able to use lots of paper, lots of water, because the paper will absorb it. If you're using really thin sheets of paper like mine, if you use too much water, you'll see that the paper will wrinkle. So you'll need to decide whether you like that wrinkly look or whether you want to stop and make sure that it doesn't go wrinkly. Now, are you ready for the third color? We're doing layers, yeah? Okay. All right, layers. So another color. I'm gonna go, I think I'll go, yeah, I'm gonna go red this time. Red. Okay. I haven't been seeing what colors you're all using. I can't wait to see what everyone's looks like. Okay. Now red, you can do it on the top or the bottom. It's up to you. I'm gonna do the top. I'm gonna start at the top and mix. See what happens where it mixes. And then this one, I'm gonna do tap, 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 tap. Is your paint mixing? Can you see how it affects the color that was already on the bottom? You can try it over here too. You can skip and do parts of it where it's all red But down here, it's red, yellow, and blue, and green. How are all yours looking? And here I'm going to start at the top and then keep going over these other colors. If you've got the color changes, just when it mixes, it's really satisfying. And see how, like, if you compare your work, that one and that one, the one in the middle, and this one. So you've used three same colors on all of them, but can you see how it looks and feels different just with the way you use your brush strokes? Now, 3 colors. Are you ready for the 4th one? This is the last color that we're going to use. And we've got your last color. We'll go white. I'm going to get some white. And this time, let's see what happens when we go all the way around. So, I'm going strokes, go all the way around it. You can let some parts overlap. What happens when the colors overlap? I'm doing white. See how you can see the paint through it? Just stopping. Like see.
Sorry, Machiko.
Yep.
No. I thought Christina have a question, but she lowered her hand, so that's all right. Just move on.
Okay. And the last one, everyone. I'm gonna go all around on this one too. And make sure that the paint mixes on the side so you can see the effect. Do that. So that's the last one, the second one. And you can study it. If you turn the page, see how your work can look different. Yeah. Which way do you like yours? Can I see everyone's? How did you all go? Can you all lift it up? Can I see your colors? Oh, beautiful, wow. Yes, wow. We all did the same strokes, but it looked different, right? Yeah. I'm done, how's yours? You still painting? Yeah? Seraphine's got green and yellow. Yeah, Ina, nice. Christina, how are you going? All right? Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay, Hillary, did you go okay? Yeah? Oh, okay, good, cool. Okay, I think you're all doing well. Okay, you ready for the next bit? Have you still got this bit free? All of this bit free? Okay. This time, let's try with a different paintbrush if you have a different one. Yeah, I'm going to put this one away and grab a thicker one. And let's choose one color again. So this time we're going to do, let's try painting with 2 colors. So you can choose 2 of your, 2 colors that you feel like right now. You can start with any of them. I'm going to start with my blue. Okay. Let's start with blue. You can use quite a bit of paint this time. Okay. And let's paint a big section. make it like pretty pasty this time. So it's like the paint is quite thick on it. See how shiny? Can you see it shiny? Got lots of paint on it. And now one thing you can do is, I'm going to switch back to my first paintbrush. And get some water on your paintbrush. And then see if you can make marks just with water. Can you see that? Oh, maybe it's not really showing, is it? Not showing. I might need to use color. Sorry, everybody. Okay. So I'm just going to go to my second color, which will be yellow. Got lots of yellow on my paintbrush. This time, remember last time I got paint and then spread it out like that? This time I'm just going to scoop it. So there's lots of paint on one side and not much on that side. Yeah. So it's a different way of painting. And then see what happens when you paint. You see that thickness there and thinness there and how the paint mixes. And then with the same brush, we're going to try that technique. So anywhere on the page, see what happens when you tap. You can choose anywhere. And sometimes you can turn your paintbrush around. Even go over the colors that you've already done. And then you can even, got it? Then we'll go back to the blue again. The first color that you chose. Go back to the first color. Scoop a bit. So it's, thick on one side. Can you see that? So just going to scoop it. So it's kind of thick on one side, thinner on that side. And then you're going to make another mark. I'm going to go right next to it. I'm going to stick it up there. See the part that we just did here got hidden because I painted over it. And then it's up to you. You can go back to the yellow or the blue, whatever color that you used first. And then experiment with paint. See what happens. How would you mix your paint? Just by tapping it on the surface. And as you do this, you've got to think about the look that you like. Does it feel right for you? You can always, if you don't like the tap, you can always go over it and change it and layer it until you get the look that you like. And then see these edges here. Sometimes I like to leave it, but then sometimes I like to smooth it out. You can just put some water on your paintbrush.
Sorry, Machiko. I think Natalie just joined us. She's a bit late.
Okay.
But can you just quickly just tell her?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, welcome. Have you got your paper? We're doing experiments with paint today and learning just some basic brush skills. So can you squeeze out some paint? If you have watercolor paint, can you get your watercolor paint out and have a couple of paintbrushes ready and water with in a container? Like, I'll put my water in here. And just paper. We're just about to start one more. We're just going to do one more experiment before we go on our major work. So you can just check out what everyone else has done and follow us from the next one. Yep. Okay. How's everybody going? Have you all kind of got the look that you like just using 2 colors? Okay. So I'm just mixing water now. And okay, I think that's all right. You can keep changing it. It's almost never ending. So at some point, you have to decide when to stop. How did you all go? Did you manage with just 2 colors? Yeah, nice. Oh, some of you have got really bold colors. There's one that, yeah, wow, look how different all of yours look. Yeah, they all make you feel different. Great. Okay, can you all see each other's works? Yeah? Okay, now let's do what, do you all have a little bit of space next to it? Let's try one more. Okay, Natalie, are you ready to? Okay, this time, let's do 2 colors again, but different colors to last time. Can you choose 2 different colors and grab one paintbrush? And okay, start with one color. I'm going to do red and white this time. So this time, and scoop the paint. Scoop the paint. Okay, and then we're going to try. Let's try this technique because we did the swooshy one and the tapping. So this one, stick. You can go all over. See, as you do this, the brush becomes drier and drier. You can even make use of that dry paintbrush. See that? Do you like the look of your paint so far? We're going to add one more color. So with the same paintbrush, without cleaning it, I'm going to put some white paint. Yeah, there's lots there, not much there. And you can decide where to start. I'm going to go in the middle. The paintbrush goes too dry, you can go back to the middle. Scoop some out. And then sometimes some things start to come out of it. Do you see anything in your work? Is it starting to look like anything? You can get some more paint. And then play with it, see what happens. And sometimes a pattern emerges. If you start to see something in it, you can change this into something that you see. You can go back to your original color, the red. Keep the same motion. Go little strokes. Then you have to decide which part you want it to be really thick, which part you like to keep it light. Sometimes if you're not too sure, it helps to turn your page upside down. Does it look like something different? And then you can even work this way too. So rather than going down, up, I'm going to go up, start at the top. And I think I'm going to make this side really dark. It just feels like it will be right. So now How do all your works look? Can you see the difference between that stroke that we did and this stroke that we did? We're still using just two colors, but you can achieve a completely different look. How did you all go? Are you all still going? Is anybody finished? Vanilla, yeah, wow. Blue, cool. Faith, what does yours look like? Jen, oh, nice. Cool, yep. Are you all doing all right? Hamdan, can I have a quick look at yours? Zara, how did you go? Did you manage? Yep, cool. Ananya, yep, I can see yours, cool. Iman, yours looks interesting too, you've got dots in it. Yep, Ibrahim and Sophia, cool. Okay. Natalie, oh yep, good. I'm glad you caught up. Good. Okay, so now that your hands are loose now, you know these different strokes. Let's put this paper to the side and start one proper piece. Okay, just all you need to do is remember the 3 strokes. Yeah. So we're going to try them all in one piece this time. Okay. Now, got it? Okay. I'm going to give you some instructions this time. And then halfway through, I'll stop and ask to see if you can all see anything in your own work and give you free time to turn it into your own artwork. Does that sound okay? So I'll start with the basic techniques, and then from there, I'm going to give you time to, turn it into your own. Yeah.
Sorry, Machiko. We got a question from Hamden.
Yeah.
Hamden, can you unmute?
Can we use 3 colors for the matchings?
So for this one, the big one?
Yeah.
Yep. You can use 3 colors for sure. You can use 5, 10, 11, as many colors as you like. Okay, so can you all choose one paintbrush that you like? I'm going to go back to this one. Put some water on your paintbrush and choose a color or 2. I've got blue and yellow mixed up already. Okay. And this time I'm going to start here. And you all do dots all over the page. And then if the paint starts to run out on this side, you can flip it and continue. Cover the whole page. And cover the entire page with lots of dots. Make sure you don't stroke it. The trick is to continue doing the dots. It doesn't matter if it overlaps. See how much you can cover. It's kind of relaxing doing this. Yeah.
Sorry, got a question from Christina. Christina, you have a question?
Yeah. I didn't really start yet because I'm confused.
What are you confused about?
Because I'm not I mean that if I do how you do, would it I'm not sure if it would go like that or it would just mix together.
Oh, you know what? If it mixes together, that's okay. We're just putting it on paper to see what happens. So can you choose 1 or 2 colors that you like, and then put it on the page. It doesn't matter if your work looks a little bit different to mine. It shouldn't even look exactly the same, because you're not using the same paintbrush as me, and I think your paint will be different to mine as well. So all of our work, even if we do the same motion, it should look different. So see if you can, do you have paper, Christina? Have you got your paper and your paintbrush?
Yeah.
Yep. Then all you need to do right now is to choose 1 or 2 color that you like, put it on your paintbrush, and then go like that, and just see what happens. There's no right or wrong. Just see what happens when you tap, tap, tap on the page.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Is everybody else going okay? Yep. You're all creating a cool mood on your page? Okay. Now, once you've got the whole page kind of covered, you can stick to the same paintbrush or change your paintbrush. Get 1 more color. So I used blue and yellow before. This time I'm going to clean my paintbrush and just stick to yellow. So I'm going to get all the blue and the yellow off. That'll do. Okay. It doesn't have to be completely clean. It's all right. Okay. Now I'm going to get yellow. Lots of yellow on mine. You can choose your own color. And now this time, probably around this top half of your page, around here, can you all do a circular motion all the way around? Go around and around and around and around, all the way around. And then stop. That. Then we're going to go once more. Get some yellow. And then do the same. So see where the paint hasn't covered the background yet. See the white part? See if you can cover that. Keep going around and around. Circular motion. Go all the way around. All the way around. I'm going to go in here. I can still see white. I'm going to cover that. Maybe tap those bits so the color mixes a little bit more. Okay. It's starting to look like anything yet. What's coming out? Move back that way, maybe that way, maybe that way. Got it? And once you've got that, can you wash your paintbrush again? Wash your paintbrush. Yeah. And again, whoops. Okay. Now you can stick to the same paintbrush or change paintbrushes. I think I'm going to change mine. Okay. So it's all a mystery. Don't know what's going to happen to it. That's the fun. Okay, I'm going to go back to my thin paintbrush. And maybe we choose another color. I'm going to go white. Choose white. Okay, this is the last instruction that I'm going to give you. From here, you're going to be free. Okay, the white. You go, you do stripes. See how the paint mixes? Do do a couple of stripes without washing your paintbrush. Do that. And then you can even go back in between the stripes. Sometimes turn the paintbrush around. See how the paint mixes? So far, you've all done tapping motions and strokes. You should have 2 or 3 different colors. Once you've got this, can you study your work from far away? And then turn it upside down. Look at it that way. Can you see anything in it? What does your work look like? Turn it the other way. Can you choose the side that you like? Yeah, like decide which way you like the best. And now, yep, that's okay, Tristan, you can take your time. No rush. Yep, you can all work at your own pace. Now decide which side you like. And with all the paint that you've got, can you turn this work into something else of your own? You can use all the brush strokes that you learned today. The swooshy way, the dots, the tapping motion, or the one that goes flick, 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 flick. So using 3 of those different brush strokes, can you turn your artwork into something magnificent? You might be using your work this way. I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, so from here, for a couple of minutes, I'm going to give you time to do your, all right? Okay, so it's tricky when you have lots of colors to choose from. Okay, Divan, that looks cool. That looks great. Divan, have you got, your screen is black and white. I can't see the color that you've used. Can you change the screen? Have you got, is that, yeah, I think it looks like navy to me. Is that the right color? Did you use navy? Just on the screen, everything in your room looks muted color. Yeah, but the brush strokes looks good. So Vivan, see how you've got some white parts left? These like negative parts? Oh, it's green, blue, and red. Okay. Vivan, see if you can turn your work around and see if you can do anything more to it to make it stronger. Are there any other brush strokes that you can try on it? Is there any other color that you can use to turn it into something different? I'm seeing this bit here. I think it might need a little bit more color here. And add it. Yep. Depending on how many color you use too, guys. The work will look so different. I'm doing up and down. How much paint are you putting on your paintbrush? You're putting lots or just a little bit? See if the paint drips a bit, that's okay. If you don't like it, you just scoop it up. And then I think I need something more happening around here. Okay. So sometimes it helps to put your work away from you to study. When you get too close, you forget all the negative spaces. See all this space, all this white space? It's the air space. You can be aware of all that while you're painting. Okay, got more yellow. I'm just going to add some more yellow down here. Just want it to be a little bit lighter. We're still using the same tapping motion. See how the surface changes as you add color? So just adding these little bits of here, yellow here. The mood of the painting changes completely. Like that. Now you can also, I've been mixing colors on the page, but some of you might have already been doing this. You can mix color on your palette. So I've got my blue and the yellow on the palette to make green on my palette. And then you can paint your page too. I think you're all advanced, so I have a feeling most of you would already know that. Yeah? Did you already know that? Okay. So I've got my green ready. I'm going to pick up my work again. And then I want all of these bits to be green. So I'm going to paint. I'm still leaving the blue parts, but covering the white with the green paint that I just made. That. See, it's becoming heavier. And maybe around here, see all that space there? And we want all of these bits to be covered. I'm going to cover these parts. Is anybody nearly finished? And just before I finish, I want to add another line here. I'm going to introduce a completely different color. So, okay, I'm going to make my orange with, do you know how to make orange? Okay, red and yellow, right? I've got my yellow and my red. Mix it. I think it's not completely mixed. See, do you see the yellow and the red, like bits of it? I'm going to keep that as it is. And then I'm going to do something. Oh, maybe up here. Okay, I'm going to go up here.
Sorry, Machiko, we've got a question from Hamden.
Yeah, Camden, can I help?
Can you make one like a Chinese New Year?
With like a Chinese, what is it?
Chinese New Year?
What Chinese? Like a painting about Chinese New Year's?
Yes.
Yeah, we can try. We can think about, you can have Chinese New Year celebration in your mind as you paint. Did you want to try that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're painting, everybody else, it doesn't have to be Chinese New Year's, but when you're painting, see if you can have an idea or a feeling. Be aware of your idea and your feeling as you paint, because whatever is going on in your head and your heart will show on your. Sometimes I find that when I'm really angry, my work comes out really dark and strong. Or sometimes I'm really, really frustrated and I want to be calm. So I paint things that look calm and that calms me down too. So Chinese New Year's, that would be a really happy one for me. I don't know what would it look like for you? Camden, when you finish, can I have a look? Okay, I'm just gonna finish this one up. Okay. Now I did that one. I'm not sure about it actually. So I'm gonna go over it with my big paintbrush. Yeah. So what you can always do, and try it and then change it again. Soften it a bit. And then maybe get some white. And then I'm doing brush strokes. Maybe do a square part. And then you can keep changing your work. You do one thing, you notice that you do one thing and then it makes you think about the next thing. You don't have to plan your work. You can do one mark and then think, what else does it need? And then add the next one. And then you make a decision again. There's lots of different ways to paint. You just need to know how to handle the paintbrush. Okay. I'm going to stop there for a second. How have you all gone? If you're finished, can I have a look at your painting? How many brush strokes did you try? Alyssa, oh wow, is that a big tree? I like the blue you did next to it too. That's gorgeous. Ava, oh whoa, what's yours? That's so interesting. So expressive, love it. Erica's got a huge, whoa. How big is a paper, Erica? It looks big from here.
Sophia as well. Sophia and Ibrahim, it looks quite impressive.
Oh yeah, wow, wow. Sophia, nice. Oh, it's an orange trees. Yeah, yeah. Did you make your own color? Or did it come like that? I like the different colors you used. A lot of you have done trees, hey? Natalie, oh, whoa, yeah. Done lots of long strokes, long strokes. Ananya, how did you go? Are you still painting? And Hillary, how's yours? Can I see? Is it a secret? Oh, wow. Gorgeous. You've all used different colors. How did you all feel? Yeah, good? Oh, Mina's got yellow and red. Yep. Hey, nice. Yep. Okay. You all going to go right? Does anybody have any questions? No? You all good? Okay. We're going to move on to the next one, if that's okay. If you want to continue with this, you can keep going. Yeah?
We have 10 minutes.
Got 10 minutes? Okay.
Yes.
Are you ready? So you've got a choice now. You can spend another 10 minutes to perfect this one, add more details, or you can get another piece of page and start a new one. Yeah. Okay. Now, Tristan, you said you've got something to show me. Hang on, come on. Was it Tristan or Tristina? Tristina. Oh yeah. Oh, there's lots of marks. Do you read red, yellow, green? Yep. Great. So Tristina, all of you too. You can look at your work and decide if it needs more color, or if you're not sure, and put it to the side, start something new, and we can come back to it later. Yeah. You can even wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, when you look at it, you might think, oh, it needs more red, it needs more blue. And then you can pick up your paintbrush and continue painting on it. Okay, so but now I'm going to put mine to the side. Okay, time's ticking, guys. Okay, are you all doing okay? Not tired yet? Okay. This time, I'm going to get my big paintbrush again. I'm going to keep some of the colors that are on the paintbrush as it is. I'm going to start with a big circle. And then maybe colored inside. And then get some yellow. Color in the inside, the yellow. See how I'm letting the colors mix? I'm mixing the paint on the page rather than making color on here. So with the swishy strokes that we learnt, and now I'm going to change colors in here. So without cleaning my brush, I'm going to get my blue, then just dip some water on it so it goes a little bit more watery. And the inside. And then mix some yellow in it. Are you all remembering to think of a feeling or a time? So I think we had Chinese New Year's before. What else? What's on your mind, everybody? I'm thinking holiday time. A fun holiday. Lots of colors. And now I'm gonna get red and orange. Maybe some strokes. Then I think that's a bit too much red. Ooh, dripping. So I'll get some yellow, I think. Okay, everyone, are you all doing okay with time? Do you think you can finish? And you can finish as much as you can now. Okay. Right here. And then I think some more color needs to be, maybe white. Yeah, red's a strong color. It takes up, do you see that? The minute you add red, it draws your attention there. So sometimes I find the color, I personally find the color a little bit strong. So I'm going to mute it by going over it with a bit of white. Yeah, still using the same strokes. Okay. Whoa, it's really drippy. Do you still remember the first strokes that we learnt at the beginning of the class? The strokes, and then the dots, and then the ticks. Okay. Oh, Vivan, you're getting right into it. I can see a lot of you concentrating. Okay. See, just putting white over it mutes the color. Muting it. Okay, so it's not too strong. And then I find that part there a little bit too bold, see? We've got to add something there. I'm going to get more white. And then I'm going to do the little sticky motions. And see, you can see all these pots. How are you all painting? Are you just doing one bit at a time? Or are you jumping from here to here and here and all around? That's another thing to think about, right? So I'm going to get some real paint with my paintbrush. Then add some color here. Okay. I think that bit needs to be, I need to do something about this bit. It's a little bit too, I think it's a bit too strong still. Might need to think about it overnight. And then maybe add some more water. Who's finished? Still going? Yeah, I'll do that. Oh. And okay. Okay. Now, once you've got as much as you can done, you can put your work down, study it a bit. Oh, I think I like my work that one. You can study your work a bit, then put it down, go back to your other work. Oh, got paint on it. Think about it again. How many did you all do? Did you all do 2? We have, depending on the brush stroke, we can create a completely different work. Everyone, you've got 2 more minutes. Who's finished? I can't put this work down now. I've got paint on the back of it. Oh, but, you know, at least it dries, right? It dries, so it will be okay. Okay, so gotta watch my work. Okay, once you've finished, can you please show me what you've done? Can you share it with the rest of your class? I'm just going to put up the original one. See, you started with this, something really simple, and ended up with what marks were you able to create? Oh, whoa, Faith, it's explosive, amazing. I love the blue that you did right in the middle of that. Ava, wow, look at that. How many colors are there in there? There's so many, hey? Are you all happy with the way your work looks? Were you able to try something new today? Hamdan, Hamdan, what you doing there? How did yours turn out? Have you got your work finished? No, your friends say no. Hamdan, Hamdan, that looks good. It's really nice colors, yeah. Really nice strokes, the yellow. Yep. Hamdan, you can let your friend know. You can join us too next time. Why not? No? You want to join us and do art? Eamon's got something interesting happening. Erica's got lots too. It's a big painting. Natalie, you've got a cross in the middle of your drawing, your painting. You did a big cross. Is that a part of the painting? Or is that because you thought, oh, no, this is not good? Is it a part of your drawing? Part of it? Yeah. There's so many different things you can do. Hillary's got, oh, Hillary, you turned yours into a fish. Oh, it's a happy looking fish. Did anybody else do one on Chinese New Year's? No? Did anybody else do one on holidays or a happy feeling? Erica, yours looks almost like a landscape or something. It's really interesting, the way the color mixes. Yeah. Oh, vanilla. Nice. Oh, Natalie's used 3 colors. I think you've all used different colors, right? Okay, now everybody, if you're happy with your painting, can you take a photo and send it to us so we can share it on our online gallery? Otherwise, you can keep your work somewhere safe until it dries. It might take a few minutes, or if you use really thick paint, it might take a couple of hours for it to dry. And remember, tomorrow morning when you wake up, look at your painting again and decide if you need to add something more or whether you're completely happy with it. So you're all good with 3 brush strokes now? The smooth one, and then the dots, then the tapping, and always look at how the color mixes. You can mix it with water or a completely different color, or you can layer lots and lots of colors, not just 2 colors. You can layer 3, 4, 5, 6, and look at the way.
I think we run out of time.
Yeah. Hi, Peter.
Yep. Probably the last question is Anania, and
Yeah.
how to make it better.
How to make it better?
Can you
Where's-
comment on that?
Yeah. Anania, where are you? Can I look at your Anania? Oh, your work. Oh, that's a really bright piece of work. It's amazing. Anania, can you put it closer to the camera? Can you put it closer to the camera? You know, Anania, what you can do, I have a feeling that you painted that with a certain kind of feeling in you right now. Tomorrow morning, can you leave it for a couple of hours or wait until tomorrow morning? Look at it again and see if it needs any more color. One thing that I would suggest is, see, you painted lots in the middle. This is up to you. Well, a lot of the times I find this too. See, you've got lots happening there, but you've got all this white space around. So think what you can do with the white space. You've got to decide whether you want to paint it or whether you want to keep it white. But you've just got that bit that you haven't touched yet. So I think that's what you can think about next. Do you think you can work from that? Is that okay? Does anybody else have a question?
With 4 minutes over time, I'm gonna unmute everyone to say goodbye to Miss Machiko.
Thanks,
And I
Peter.
hope see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
For the lesson.
Bye.